Hey guys, I'm your boy Nick with Pick 'em and Man. Today we're gonna be talking about Vegas, UFC Vegas 82. This is gonna be going down in November 4th, and we just had a opponent change in the main event. Jonathan Almeida was supposed to take on Curtis the Razor Blades, who's a wrestler, mostly grappler. But now Curtis Blade pulled out of the fight. Now he's gonna be taken down. Now he's gonna be taking on Derek Lewis, who's mostly a hard hitter, powerful brawler. Derek Lewis is one of the most craziest heavyweight fighters I've ever seen in my life. Let's talk about this fight, guys. This is mainly a striker versus grappler matchup. This is a very good matchup, by the way. I hope Derek Lewis is gonna be prepared for with the takedown defense, because he's gonna need to. So we all know who Jonathan Almeida is. He's 19-2 overall in his MMA career. 32 years old, 6 feet 3 inches tall. He trains out of Gopao de Luta gym. He's gonna be taking on Derek Lewis, everyone's favorite fighter, everyone's favorite heavyweight fighter, Derek Lewis, who's 27-11 overall. He's coming off a win over Marcus Rogerio de Lima, a beautiful flying knee knockout of Rogerio de Lima. He was the first guy to ever knock out Rogerio de Lima. That was one of the craziest knockouts I've ever seen in my life. Before that, he was on a 3-fight losing streak. He got finished by Sergey Spivak, got not finished by Sergey Pavlovich, got finished by Tai Tuivasa by elbow knockout. Before that, he finished Chris Dawkins. Anyways, guys, let's talk about Jonathan Almeida. He's undefeated in the UFC, hasn't lost a single fight in the UFC. He's 5-0 in the UFC. He's finished all of his 5 wins. Finished Jarjini Rozenstruik last time around in the first round with the rear naked choke. Finished Samil Abdurakhimov with the ground and pound in the second round. Finished Anton Turkali by rear naked choke in the first round at light heavyweight. So since he's moved up, he's really putting guys away early within a round and a half. Then finished Parker Porter, of course. I don't know how much stock you can put into that, but he's finishing all these guys early, like very early on. He's mostly a grappler. He's probably gonna be looking better in striking, but he mostly wants to get that double leg takedown and then take his opponents down and ragdoll him. He's always looking for the submission. Once he gets on top of you, it's pretty much like it's over. It's game over. If he gets Derek Lewis down, which Derek Lewis hasn't shown the best takedown defense. Let's look at some stats from Jonathan Almeida. Look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy's stats. He's landing about 6.40 like takedown average. That's the takedown average. He's getting hit. He's absorbing like 0.30 significant strikes. That is absolutely crazy. That's like Habib level. Even Habib was absorbing more significant strikes than that. Look at the striking defense is 25%, but he's not really striking with anyone. He's going out there, doing what he needs to do, going out there, getting the takedowns right away. Right away he's getting the takedowns, and he's on quite a roll right now. And I don't think Derek Lewis is gonna be the one to stop that roll. I don't think Derek Lewis is gonna be able to do anything. Unless Derek Lewis has a puncher's chance. I think the odds for this fight is gonna be pretty crazy. I expect the lines to be pretty heavily favoring Jonathan Almeida, knowing that Derek Lewis doesn't have the best takedown defense. But yeah, man, this is a tough matchup for Derek Lewis, in my opinion. Let's look at Derek Lewis' stats. I want to take a look at Derek Lewis' stats over here. Where's Derek Lewis? There we go. Derek Lewis takedown defense is 52%. It's not the worst, not the best. Derek Lewis is finished. He has the most knockouts in UFC history, I think. Just insane. This dude has insane power, and he's also 6 feet 3 inches tall, with a 79-inch reach. So I think this is a better stylistic matchup for Jonathan Almeida than the Curtis Blade fight. Curtis Blade was a wrestler, so we all thought that maybe Curtis Blade could defend some takedowns. And Curtis Blade had some striking. Okay, he could strike okay, but Derek Lewis, man, if he lands a clean on Jonathan Almeida, of course Derek Lewis can knock out anyone, pretty much at heavyweight or any weight class. But I gotta go with Jonathan Almeida. I'm gonna go with Jonathan Almeida by first round. I'm gonna go by first round knockout for Jonathan Almeida, guys. That's my pick. First round, not knockout. I'm gonna go first round submission for Jonathan Almeida. That's my pick, guys. I think the under 1.5 rounds is a good bet here, because Jonathan Almeida goes out there and he's getting the submissions. We've seen when Derek Lewis gets taken down, I mean, he doesn't have much off his back. He gives up the triangle choke pretty easily. He gives up the rear naked choke pretty easily. Doesn't defend the submissions all too well. Alright, guys, that's it. That's my main event pick, Jonathan Almeida by first round submission. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a arm triangle choke.